All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First give of the game to the rookie for Morgan. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Into the hands of Jordan Watkins. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take a 6-0 lead right away. Spencer Schrader on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. A give to Tracy up the middle. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. That one stopped by Upton Stout.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
From the 37, escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this, here he goes.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Flowing on 3rd, here's Dart. Has him on a quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Staying between the tackles with Tracy. This time they've got him. You can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Dart out of the shotgun. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And they will face a 3rd down here, Brock, but not by much. Good effort to challenge for it. He reaches the 43.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On the handoff, this is Tracy. Oh, what a stiff arm. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. It's a pickup of 11. And it's good enough for a New York first down. They've come out swinging to begin this contest as they've got it down to the 31. On first down, here's Dart. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
2nd and 10 now. Short pass brought in. And that is a big hit right after that catch. So the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Quite the drive they're putting together here, partner. This is the 9th play event as they get set for 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Dart. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. it's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
The kick by Gano is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. He fields it from the 8. Showing a little burst so far. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. First and 10 coming up. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, and discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Now run, James. We're working a couple yards past the line. Audio Karake making that stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. The gun is Purdy. It's his running back. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Now, not a traditional spot we see teams going for it, but they only need a few inches. He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They only manage a yard, but that was enough as this drive rolls on. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Now it's Purdy. Down he goes. The Giants got to him. Offense in the hurry up here.
10-yard loss on the play.
After the sack, another pass on second down. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
3rd and long for him here. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Pitch dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. All right, here we go. Second down.
Brings up second down at the 19.
Back to throw. Here starts. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. A handoff to Tracy. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
Jamie Gillen in punt formation for the Giants.
And the end of that return, Brock, also brings us to the end of our first quarter. So partner. We've arrived at the end of our first quarter. 7-3 is our score. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They'll have it here after forcing that punt to end the first. Here's James running right. And he made it his 6 yards to begin this one. They've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. From the 42. And that's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field. Incomplete.
Playing zone coverage in the NFL, we focus so much on the safeties and corners, but so many times it's the linebackers that are the X factors. They make that zone defense go. Tremendous awareness to knock that ball away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Now Purdy. He loses the football. And it's picked out by the Giants. They get a little extra on top of that fumble recovery as they take possession.
Hey, a normal old stop with 3rd down just wasn't good enough for this crew. Nope, they had to rip the ball away from them literally in an impressive and dominant play that sets their offense up for success.
The opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one. You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Avoided one crisis on the dropped pick. Now they're facing another 3rd and long.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Dark from the pistol. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down.
Hey, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You could tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
And he's there to make the fair catch right at the 10-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Duncroft caught by his back. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a 49er first down.
49er first down.
Purdy a quick throw, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Part of what's earned him status, Gronk, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Hits him on the out route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend. They're set up at the 35 now.
Here's a give inside to James. By a man, and now he's in the clear. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
From the 44 here on second down. Completed to his running back. And he stopped cold at the spot. We will keep paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and they netted some positive yards.
Dumps it off to his running back. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Offense to the line for second down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. The Giants using their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. So I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Running with James. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. He picks up 15 on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
Pretty obvious, this defense, man, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. The give left side to James. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it as they take him down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. Purdy trying on 4th down. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
Has his man, it's Tracy. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here.
That's another Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Throw left side, complete. Short pick up on the play to about the 40. Bernardo Green with that tackle.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
'49ers stacking up the secondary. Look at that. They're in the dime. 3rd down. Dart gonna throw again. Has him on the quick hitter. We got the football clock, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker. 4th down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. On 4th down, we'll see Graham Gano lead the Giants field goal unit out. He was good on his first kick. Going to need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Kid, I don't think there's any question. This is going to be a close game when it's all said and done because it's awfully tight here at the half. And that field goal, that gives him a little more confidence running into the locker room.
And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback. Here comes the final play of our first half. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Out to kick it away, here's Moody. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Here goes Dart to the air. Short pass brought in. They strike for 23 yards. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
He's got Bellinger. And he's tackled for a short gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Play action with Dart. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
3rd down now. Here's Dart. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
Back to throw it. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen at one of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
He'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. And he's got them quite the game here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Purdy gets this from the pistol. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Back to the air on second. Purdy. Dumped off to his running back. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
And it's third down.
We go, boys.
On third down, Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down.
There was a theory some years ago, Kate, that you would never run play action on third and extra long like this because that play action is really not going to affect the defense. But what you got to understand is many times you're running that play action because of the great protection. You're actually trying to give that quarterback an extra beat. It didn't work out that time.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyler Newman. And the Giants are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Well, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception.
We know that no lead in the NFL is safe. A one-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. How many of these games so often come down to one possession in the end? With a half of football left, you just can't give away too many gifts and too many possessions.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Darts out of the shotgun. And he hauls in the interception. Nick Martin picks it off. And the 49ers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Their first pick of the game comes at an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
First down, Purdy to throw. Touchdown, San Francisco! The 49ers parlay the interception into points. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the 49ers grow their lead to 8.
Giants 6.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody.
To kick off for the 49ers.
And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up first and 10. They run. Here's Tracy. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7.
Here we go. 70 Lions.
From the 38. This finds Bellinger. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage. the trusty tight end.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Dive up the middle. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, I don't even know sometimes what it means to bow up, but that's exactly what the defense did. I do know this. It means stopping that offense in critical situations and forcing a 4th down. Now we'll get to see whether or not this offense wants to gamble.
He finds it beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Shotgun snap, the gift to Tracy. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
They go right back to Tracy. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
3rd and long for him here. Throw left side, finds Swanson. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
On 1st down, here's Dart. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! 19.
They'll run it with Devin Singletary. Breaks the tackle, still going. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football and defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Here's Dart now. They've got a screen to the running back. He has the New York touchdown. The Giants shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points.
14. Giants.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. This our last play of the quarter. 1st and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Completed over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's 49ers football. We'll see if they can close things out for a win. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Play action now with Purdy. Throwing the out route complete. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a 49er 1st down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Carry here for James. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up second and 9. At the
30 on the play action. Oh, they're on it, and he's dropped again. Offense up to the line fast.
And it's third down. Third and 13.
Third and long, Purdy. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. From the gun is Purdy. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
This is Tracy. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Second and 13. Looking slant, not complete. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
For a New York Giant. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, here's Dart. He rolls to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Pass brought in. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Dart gonna throw again. He has the first over the middle. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Giants will have a first down.
That's good for a Giants first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the red zone now. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And they're all over that screen. Brock didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down back.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Here we go, second and very long. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. And Heater is going to fall to the turf. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 4th and long. This one of the biggest moments of the game for Graham Gano. Ball on the left hash, 37 yards out. Kicked well, and this is good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Finds a seam down the middle. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
They run, it's James. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
They go to him again. And he can't punch it in. Man, the defense punches back, sticks him at the 2.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now it's up to you.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The 49ers take a 4th quarter lead. So now, massive moment coming up for the 49ers as they go for 2. Purdy gets this from the pistol. And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late.
You know, we tend to say this all the time, and I'll say it yet again, Kate. Big targets in the red zone are an enormous advantage. Not many guys can match up and defend someone like him, and no surprise, they went right to him for the conversion.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Darts out of the shotgun. He lofts it deep left. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Hits him on the out route. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle, they showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage to the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the 43. Has him on the quick hitter. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
So now here's 3rd and 5. He's back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they bring him down around the 34. That one gains 7. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Giants losing by 7. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. To throw, here's Dart. Shakir with the grab. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Setting up to pass. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on.
Looking to throw it. Caught quickly on the slant. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That's another New York Giants. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Back to throw. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. Looking for his wide receiver there. So second down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
The clock has fallen into its final minutes. Here comes second and 10. He'll look to throw it. Could be it, folks. It's intercepted. J.C. Horn to pick it off.
Obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. To the left side and reeled in by Kittle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The Giants using their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They're going to pass it here. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Cade on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Here he is to throw. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. Their punter making his way out now. He gets it out of there, and this has some distance. And a nice return has him looking at a very short field now.
At the 29-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Hey, eventually, Kate, as a quarterback, you better be careful throwing check down after check down after check down. Eventually, that defense will catch on to it, and they'll make him pay and punish him there physically.
Second and 10 now. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off by Upton Stout. And the 49ers make the play that should win them this game. I gotta imagine, partner, there are a lot of folks shaking their heads at seeing that. He has battled interceptions all season, and here, well, he's now been picked off on back-to-back drives.
Yeah, shaking their heads because on this drive and throughout the season, the adjustments just haven't been there. The picks just keep coming week after week after week, and this time, back-to-back series.
49ers to the line. First and 10. Shotgun snap for Purdy. He's going to loft one deep to the left. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. From the gun is Purdy. Short pass brought in. And he hauls this one up to the 11 before being stopped. And with 10 seconds left in this game, they're going to burn their final timeout. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
A loss of 8 yards. Another 3 and out.
So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. Brock, I know you know this firsthand. All the way across the country. Feels like you're playing in the morning. You played in a lot of these. That is